Hi, friends. It's me, Huesto Enrico, and today I'm the host of Talking with Famous People Archives channel, I guess. I'm the host of the TwFP Archives channel. I'm also the host of Talking with Famous People, but I don't know if I should introduce myself to that. Today, Rachel and I are going to do, at some point during this live stream before we end it, we will be performing a live, fully clothed demonstration of how to scissor. If you want to know how to scissor, if you're waiting to learn how to scissor, like the lesbians do, we're going to show you today. Rachel and I have not practiced this at all, but we're going to figure it out, same as everybody else. We're going to figure out how to scissor, and we're going to show you. I'm going to show you how it's done. Because, you know, if you think about it, really, if one person's like this, well, they can only move this leg, right? This person can move these two legs. So you probably need to be diagonal like this to properly scissor, is my guess.
So like on my side.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out when it's time for that. Before we get to the scissoring demonstration, which is going to be pretty compelling. I mean, I know I'm going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. We're going to all learn a lot. But before we get to that demo, and I know everyone's excited to see it, but we're going to pull some bong rips first because it's been well over an hour since we last pulled bong rips. I'm pretty sure it's been that long. Now, for the one person who's here, hi, how are you? Welcome to Talking with Famous People live stream. Today, we're going to be demonstrating scissoring. So if you've always had some curiosity, like, hey, how does that work anyway? I want to know. Good. Thanks, Winston's mom. Glad you're here.
Huh.
I mean, the thing is, it's also the case that this is as far as YouTube's concerned, a basically brand new streamer. So they're gonna not promote it as much as something that's more well established. But over time, I hope that this live stream with its title. Oh, well, let me tell you, we're going to demonstrate right now, Winston's mom, in a little while, and you're going to see. You'll realize that you haven't been terribly curious about it, but you should have been, because it's a very curious phenomenon.
What do you think makes it such a curious phenomenon?
Well, because it's a very inefficient way to stimulate the genitals. Obviously, your hands have better stimulation ability, your mouth, your vagina, or whatever, but like if you think about two women pushing their vaginas together, it just seems like okay, I guess. But why do they need to move their legs up and down? Like I don't understand why there's a need to actually scissor the legs. To move them up and down, but I think you really need to make like you're chopping each other.
Yeah, you have to get to the other genital. You have to
pretend you're chopping the other person in half.
Yeah, right.
You just pull this all. Boom, boom. You see that? You see those lungs of steel? That woman has got some lungs. She's developing them over time.
My boyfriend's teaching me.
It's proof positive that marijuana smoking helps your lungs. So, anyway, if you're here, second person, to see the scissoring demonstration, you haven't missed it yet. We're doing some pre-scissoring demonstration build-up right now called Smoking Bong Rips.
Oh, yeah, no, scissoring really is like.
It does sound awkward.
And the legs, and then they.
Yeah, and they chop each other. That's what scissoring is. So, but neither Rachel nor I have ever scissored before. Is that correct? I haven't. Correct. You haven't?
No, okay. I have not.
Well, that's not too bad. That's less than 5 minutes in, Winston's mom. That's pretty quick. Now,
What did they do with the rest of themselves? So I saw this French film called Blue or Color Blue. Love, whatever. I don't know. This French film, and it was about this young lesbian couple, and they scissor in it.
They're constantly scissoring.
Yeah, and it was like very like I think the point of it was to show the intimacy between each other, despite
neither of them having a dick.
Yeah. So it felt very highly stylized, but so you get the mechanics of it down pretty well. They seem to be enjoying it, but they are acting. I don't get notifications, just F5 hanging to you.
I think F5 like clears your cache and refreshes. Yeah, okay. Inglaterra has a whole feed of submissives. So, Rachel and I were discussing what movie we're going to watch later after the typing.
Yeah.
And Winston's mom, I mentioned to her that you had mentioned a movie earlier, but I forgot the name of it. It was Raquel Welch, and it's about them going very small. Could you remind me of the will you remind me of the title of that movie where they go very small with Raquel Welch?
It's actually really sweet, Winston's mom, that they like really wanted to find her the right book. It's nice. I like stories like that.
Yeah, that is a nice story. There's an Oscar Wilde bookstore.
Yeah.
Do you know what we found yesterday in Pasadena, which was odd? Fred Astaire Dance Studio.
Mm-hmm.
At a time period when they were quite common across the country.
Yeah, that's right. They were.
Fantastic Voyage. Okay. You ever seen it, Rachel?
Fantastic Voyage. I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it either. So maybe that's our movie for tonight, Rachel.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about what we were going to see and how we've seen a lot of like comic booky kind of movies and also romantic comedy kind of things.
Yeah.
So we wanted something a little different. I think that qualifies as different because it's from '66. It's an old movie.
We'll see. We'll look in the description of it.
Okay. All right, cool.
If it's... We'll see.
We'll see. Fine.
Yeah.
We'll see is fine. No reason to make any rush decisions on what media we're going to consume.
I'm only trying to get more variety out of this marathon that we're embarking on.
Yeah. I mean, I wish, I kind of almost want to go take dance lessons at Fred Astaire Dance Studio.
What would you want to take?
Well, we could take I like the idea of learning couples dances like they do in the movies, where they have all their movements.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. If we could get some dances down, then we could make a song that's with that kind of beat, and then we could do a music video where we do that fancy kind of ballroom dance to it or something.
I love that.
The Lobster. Oh, is that where you get that expression from? Like, who's your lobster?
Oh.
I think was that also from, you mentioned before it was from Friends. I wonder if that movie got that concept from Friends too. Also, it's interesting because my expression of it was cat who's been having wet food or dry food all the time and finally gets with somebody who gives them wet food and the cat goes, "What the fuck? What am I eating this fucking horrible cheap Meow Mix kibble for?" So that was the analogy I made.
That's a good one though.
Yeah, I like that one too. Mm-hmm. It's the same concept. He's Your Lobster from Friends, and Jordan Peterson had this lecture, and now there's a movie.
Hmm.
So Jordan Peterson had a lecture about somebody being your lobster.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind watching that.
Me neither.
Um,
He's Your Lobster. I vaguely remember that from Friends. Vaguely.
yeah. So anyway, for the three people here, just a quick reminder: there is a scissoring demonstration coming up, fully closed, so you don't have to worry about it being pornographic or anything. It's just pornographic in concept. While we're waiting for that demonstration to begin, we're waiting for Julio and Juan over there to finish setting up the stage for us. But when they're done, then we'll go ahead and begin the scissoring demonstration. Until then, let's pull another bong rip. Rachel, what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad to see we're on the same page there.
Usually are.
Yeah. Rachel's a girl who's not afraid to pull another bong rip. I appreciate that quality in her.
Mm-hmm. Well, Eric is the kind of guy who will suggest another bong rip, and gotta love that too.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah.
The thing is that I'm convinced nobody has any wrenches on this channel.
Oh, wow.
Nobody has any wrenches. Do you want to post links? I'll make you a wrench. Add moderator. Maybe I'm going to have Winston's mom be the only wrench on this channel for quite a while. Oh, Hambone, right behind.
Oh, so close indeed.
The video might not link without my having a wrench if I can shoot it, though. Yeah, the video wouldn't link without you having a wrench. Well, Hambone, let's see. We're gonna allow the wrench needing to occur organically. Enzy is going on lockdown. What happened to your other channel? Let me see this. Darwin and lobsters. Well, lobsters I believe in. Darwin, not so much. Yeah, undaunted, Eric carries on his streaming ways is right. I think I'm going to go moderator free until there's a need. Which there may never be. Who knows? It's like I get a sense that somehow I'm going to be more successful live streaming over here because YouTube's suppressing me or whatever. Is that actually the case? Well, we'll find out, We'll find out. If I'm doing basically the same sort of things over here and not showing any growth here either, then it just goes to show you basically that the wind called Mariah to blow your love to you. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sometimes you just baffle me with your expressions of strange phrasings and things. You're a very beautiful spotlight, and your coughs are very adorable. Everything wonderful and good and true. Oh, she dedicated a song to you? How nice of her.
That is nice.
Is it called Ham in the Bone and Bone in the Ham? They call the wind Mariah from the movie with Clint Eastwood, Paint Your Wagon. Huh. Never even heard of the song before. They call the wind of
Neither.
Mariah.
Yeah. Mrs. Mom is the sweetest.
Oh. No, it's not. To prove that, I think it's time, Rachel. It's time we prove that this title is not clickbait.
Oh no, this is not.
Not at all.
Clickbait.
Here we go. You were about to see the inaugural attempt at scissoring by me and Rachel fully clothed. Neither of us had scissored before. Neither we're completely inexperienced scissors. You guys are all going to get to witness our first attempt ever at scissoring. We did not practice this ahead of time.
No.
So this is honest, legit, first ever attempt at scissoring. We're scissoring virgins, and you get to watch us pop our scissoring cherry.
Facts.
Now let me move this out of the way so I can see more.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Now you're gonna see I've got my legs here. Okay, Rachel, you're gonna come from that end like this.
Yeah.
Yes, here we go. Now,
Right?
yes. What you're seeing here
Oh my
is, now look, remember, you've got to be able to move your legs like this.
Right?
So you have to actually scissor. So we have to chop each other. This leg's not moving, Rachel. Here, let me try it this way. Okay.
Okay.
Now you go like that. Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
That's sexual. You can see us scissoring right now. Okay? We're scissoring our asses off. Pretty arousing. Pretty arousing, let me tell you.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so, Rachel,
Yes.
I came, did you?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, now look, if somehow there's a burst of attendees, our hips were a bit stiff, okay, well, you know, it's our first attempt.
Yeah.
Our first attempt, right? That's not bad for a first.
Yeah, I take that. I'm happy with that. Cause like first time.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 is great. Yeah, first time.
I'm happy with that.
You don't expect to get better than a D the first time you take a test on anything.
Yeah, like yeah.
D minus.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, Rachel didn't really scissor with her bottom leg. You were. I don't even know if you were really scissoring with your top leg either. I was trying to scissor.
I was trying to scissor too.
Okay, but your bottom leg wasn't.
What are you talking about? It was under you.
Listen, I'm a natural talent at scissoring. Rachel, not so much.
All right, let's do this again then.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought it was pretty good. I was up in your junk.
No, oh yeah, but that's not the point, Rachel.
Yes, it is.
No, the point is to make your legs like scissors.
Yes, and then to get up in the junk.
But sure, but if your legs aren't going like this, it doesn't count as scissoring.
They were under you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You choose. Okay, so let me be on the bottom then. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's try again. Here we go.
Okay.
So you come. Let's see. You come sidesies. You want to be sidesies or topsies or?
Sidesies.
Okay, so I'll be bottomsies like this. Okay, here. Let's try it this way. Here.
Okay.
Bring this leg here. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but see, no, but be more flat on your back so you can more go like this. See, now we're scissoring. Sorry I kicked you in the head.
That's true. That's okay. It's all in the rhythm.
Okay, that's very sexual though.
That is scissoring.
Yeah. Okay. You should note, if any of you guys chose paper, you lost.
It's a very important thing.
Okay, if you chose rock, you won. If you also chose scissoring, then it's a tie. All right. Does everybody now feel more well informed about scissoring? Thanks, Hambone.
Thank you.
Thanks. I felt
good
you.
Communication. Yeah.
Yeah,
I felt we had the rhythm going too.
we did. It was really like I kind of for a moment thought I was a pair of scissors,
Me too.
and I was afraid I was going to chop you in half.
It did get a little scary.
When you're doing it right, you make the leap. Okay. Thanks, Zambone.
Thanks, Hambone.
Well, it's the pressure of performing in front of everybody brings out our best. We're clutch like that.
I think so too.
We are legs on learners.
Mm,
That's good stuff.
we are.
It could be the cure. I personally
Actually,
go ahead.
no.
I think bombers are actually the cure.
Yeah, we've been saying that since the beginning.
Right. So it's also I've now proved myself to be a lesbian. Because after all, scissoring is a lesbian thing.
Can I?
I scissor.
Am I in that category too?
Yeah, we're both lesbians now. It's interesting that I have 69 subs.
$69 subs. We just scissored.
Yeah.
You picked. I got the sexuality card for you.
Yeah. And I'm thinking probably now that we've realized how great it is, I don't think we're going to have regular sex anymore. I think we're just going to
Scissor?
No, right?
Obviously.
Because that was really like, wow.
Yeah.
My mind is blown by the sexual impactfulness of that.
It's nice to feel like you can beat paper. You know?
It is. No, Jeebus appeared as Doubt not that long ago. Accounted as somebody, she's, like I said, she's somebody around here. And yeah, she appeared as Meanity Man. I don't remember. But the thing is, like, I've got to run away. I've got to get away. And as a consequence, tainted love.
You can like no.
Okay, she's taking a break from YT.
That's good.
The thing is, that's fine, and I get it. It's like certain kinds of social media, they get toxic for you, and it's not necessarily the medium, it's not necessarily the forum. It's the experience you make of it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this is never a toxic medium. I can remember one time when it was, which was when I was live streaming after breaking up with Kimberly, and she was in the chat, like attacking me relentlessly, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. I quit. I'm not gonna live stream anymore right now. And finally, there's a troll who can make me quit. But yeah, I'm the same way. I am quite fond of YouTube. It's the nicest community that I've encountered by far, social media wise, and it allows me to interact with people the way I want to interact with them, or in a way that's naturally conducive to me wanting to repeat the experience of making videos. Okay, so the first thing I want to do right now, Rachel, is to pull a card for the art of scissoring.
For the art of scissoring.
How much of a future does it have in this world?
Pretty intuition, feminine vibes, high priestess, number 2. What is it? Omens. Come on. Feel. That sounds very feminine to me, and it sounds like scissoring.
That does. I think we've identified the identity of scissoring. Rachel, could you pull a couple of cards for me? I got poop. I have to poop really badly.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm Gen X, except I would say the majority of my audience is younger millennials, not older millennials, but that's fine. Other than that,
Wait. Oh yeah. I don't know how many people my age are like into YouTube. Winston's mom, I pulled you the 9 of Cups. Wish card. Win, luck, plentiful. Sitting pretty with your cups. I saw a socialist who said that Twitter is like the beat of African tribal drums. Something about it is warlike. I compare Twitter to diving headfirst into a churning pool of fish and the sharks. Wait, I used to have Twitter actually, but I stopped using Twitter maybe 2015, maybe 16, because I just found that like a lot of people were just spewing toxic and fake stuff on there, and I didn't know what to believe, so I left it behind. Older millennials, 13 when 9/11 occurred. Yeah, that's an older. I'm an older millennial. I'm cuspy. I'm 1985, so I'm like at the beginning of millennials. I had Facebook when it was just used for schools, when it was just used for colleges. You had to get a code from someone who already had Facebook to be invited to Facebook. And then you can invite your friends and so on and so forth. I liked it because I used to skip class and I would be able to get the homework through Facebook. It was fun. I play on and off again with Instagram. I like Instagram because I like pictures and I'm a visual person. But there's a lot of like crap on there too. And then Snapchat I like because I like to edit it and like make it have like, you know, stickers and gifts and stuff. And I have family members who use Snapchat, so. Winston's mom. Where were you, Rachel, when 9/11 hit? I fly into Manhattan 1 month later, and it was still smoky in the city. People would applaud when the first responders walking in anywhere. Wow. I was in school. It was a weird day. I remember it very well. Second period, my English teacher, Mr. Murgis, made an announcement to a class, and he was like, "Who heard about a helicopter flying into the Empire State, the Twin Towers?" And I was like, "A helicopter in the Twin Towers? Like, who would do that?" Like, I said that out loud. And then next period, we find out that an airplane flew into the Twin Towers and just everyone was losing it. People were all over the hallways, running everywhere. We went home early. My dad was working in the city and he like had to cross over the bridge because they closed basically the city down. It was scary. It was really scary. And you can see the cloud of smoke. So this is the window from my school. You see the field, the track and field, and then beyond there was like a huge cloud of smoke from where the towers were. It's weird. It's largely people posting quotes, not much interesting conversations. And here, Pinterest is kind of fun too. You were getting enrolled into a new school that day? It was so weird. I remember it was like the first time where like I felt that people like were really united. Everyone was so nice to each other. Um, like I remember getting love from like California and LA, and that was a big deal. Um, I said in a stream that I knew a girl in my grade whose dad died in one of the towers, and she's like popular for life now. It's a very odd thing because you know, devastating to lose someone in there. We lost a lot of people in our town, and a lot of people are still affected. You know, with like all the lung stuff. The first responders, like a lot of them have like a lot of lung issues from that day. I was on the plane going out of Manhattan the next month, and this lady I was seated with said her husband died that day. I still don't know if this was true, but I was a bit speechless. I would be too, Winston's mom. It was. It was.
Precious.
I got distracted.
My precious kitty is outside,
Oh.
feeling a little bit hesitant about coming inside because, like last time, we trapped her in here and took her to the veterinarian. We were buffering. Are we still buffering?
Yeah, it's just interesting. It's like a bit. I remember talking about this with another classmate who was like, "Yeah, you know, like Brittany, like with her dad dying, like, do you ever think she's just popular because of that?" And I said, "Yeah, sometimes I do." And he was like, "You know, it's really interesting because she's like not a nice person." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So it's like a very like it's kind of like I would never be disrespectful towards someone whose dad died in such a tragic way, but it doesn't mean that she's a nice person.
Right, which also reminds me of this incident that happened when I was, I guess, shortly out of high school. Um, there was this dude who died when he jumped off of this spot. Used to be this spot in the up in Champion Arcadia where you could jump off the rocks into the water, and it was kind of sketch, you know. Anyway, he died trying to do that, and everyone was big, like boo hoo hoo. I was just out of high school, but a friend of mine was still in high school, and you know, her response was, "That guy has bullied the fuck out of lots of people for a long time, like including her, and he was an awful person." And you know, I remember having an interesting conversation about whether or not it was appropriate to speak ill of the dead, you know, at the time, and a fairly mature conversation for my age at the time, frankly, because I recall it being like, "Yeah, it's a tricky one," you know. Yeah, I mean that takes some good parenting, right? To deal with a situation like that, you got to have good parenting, and you've got to prioritize the right things with your kid, make sure that they have the right values.
I'm gonna pull a card for the archives. This is for the archives.
Cool. Well, that's a good card. Benefit, reward, profit. Increase, generous. Charities? No, charity?
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. I like that. It's a good card for the channel, for the archives channel. Just wear it this way. You got them mixed up, don't you, Missy Pants? Missy Pants does not keep them all the same direction.
I don't use that.
Yeah, we just got back from In-N-Out. Thanks for mothering us once in a while.
Yes, thank you.
We took Kitty in to get her bandage changed. They said she's doing much better, and and they were able to do just the cheap bandage this time. Last time they had to do the $40 bandage on her because it said it was still an open wound. It didn't look like it was really, I guess, healing very well. So they did this thing called a honey bandage before. But this time, they said it was looking much better, and they just did a regular bandage, only $16. So that was nice. And then after that, we went into In-N-Out, which I think we both thoroughly enjoyed. Am I correct?
Both thoroughly enjoyed.
And yes, I remember about the typing. I have mentioned it multiple times to Rachel today. My SI strategy style of remembering things, which is repeat them.
Hi, Caprio.
Oh, P and P and P. What a wonderful kitty friend you are. Yes, so special and good.
Yeah.
So true, just and fine.
It's special.
A second edition? I'll have to look it up. I have to look up the rules and make sure I can. So okay. I'll figure out exactly what the rules are and stuff. I don't have all the books but I'm sure you can get them online now. Probably you can get PDFs from them, hopefully for free. Like, if they want me to go all full blast legit, I can. Yeah, I would be happy to do that.
That's so nice.
Kitty went outside.
Yeah.
I think. Pretty sure.
She did. I'm pulling you some cards, but
Thanks.
yeah, I don't know what kind it should be about. I'm gonna pull 3.
Okay. Cool. Let's pull 2 cards each for each thing, one from each deck, and see how well they match up. Okay?
And it'll be for you?
Or for whatever we say it is for.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to start with me? Fine. Yeah. Let's do me and my masculine self.
Okay.
Ooh. My masculine self is the Tower. Oh, I see. Do you see the linkage here? This is the Temperance card in the Tower. My masculine self leans towards the Tower, and his best manifest when it's more temperate, I suppose.
That's very attractive.
I can be pow and want to be like, oh, you want to fuck with Rachel? Here. This is me.
Yeah.
And
the lightning.
This is me, the lightning, and this is the Mercy mental health place. So in that regard, that's true. That is kind of my masculinity, but it also has a more balanced side to it. I like this way of pulling cards.
Me too.
Let's put this one aside so we don't double pull it.
That's your masculine.
That's my masculine. Okay. Now, where's his mom?
Why?
Hey, listen. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that vibe is different now that I've switched channels because I no longer feel like it's an example of how I'm being starved to death, basically, by YouTube.
Good point.
Whereas now I just feel like it's part of this new beginning growth arc. So it's a whole different vibe. Okay, so now feminine self. Eric's feminine, womanly, moistest, vaginalist self. There it is. That's the one. Oh my gosh. My woman self is Dinner with Jesus. And the Four of Cups. These are very similar cards, right?
Yeah, they really are. This is like a young version of this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I wish I had more friends so I could have more cups.
Yeah, this is cool. It was like, well, this is take your pick. This is think about your picks. You know?
Yeah.
So that's my feminine self.
Yeah.
Now
Both cups, too.
what do we want to do next? You choose a self.
Yeah.
You want me to list possible selves again?
Yeah.
Okay. So demonic, angel, God level
Demonic and
self.
angel.
Okay.
Those will
Sure.
be the next two.
Demonic self. Let's
Oh,
see
yeah.
my demon self. Let's see my demon self. Yeah.
Cool, hold on.
I found my demon self. I know I need to put up a video on TwFP saying I'm working over here now.
Demon self. 5 sticks
And
and 7 of pentacles.
5, 6, 7 pentacles. My demon self is taking care of my existing resources. That's for sure. And then what's 5, 6 again? I'll look on the chart.
It's conflict. It's like too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. And that makes sense for my demon self. That it'd be about keep my SI basically. And my 5, 6. Oh, just yeah, I do. I mean, in general, I like peaceful environs. I don't like conflict. I'm good at it when it's appropriate, which is the only time one should be good at it. Okay, angelic self. My angel self. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Random changes, new starts, voyages, departures. This is where I'm my angelic self. That's where I'm being right now. It's like this stuff.
Mm-hmm. The Wheel of Fortune. And, you know, like that's me and Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee.
Yeah, there
And
you
you're
are.
like, we're going to go another place.
I'm sorry that we've tapped all these towards in the boat. Okay, so listen about that, Jake Hurwitz. I'm going to say that I'm going to assume that it's not being suppressed at all until I have some sort of more concrete evidence to suspect to indicate that it is, because this is a reality where we're talking about a new channel as far as YouTube's concerned that's live streaming and isn't going to get very heavy promotion or anything. I just want it to be not actively suppressing me. I'm confident that the channel will succeed as a new channel on its own merits without having to spend so much energy drawing from existing people necessarily, although obviously that's important as well. But what I'm saying is I don't think my old channel was being thrown in front of any new eyes.
No.
It was just being thrown in front of subscribers. So even if they're a little slow getting out the whatevers, as long as they're treating me fairly in terms of getting me in front of new eyes occasionally and stuff like that, and not causing buffering unnecessarily and all that shit, then and who knows exactly what's going on. I don't know, but I do know that I'm in a different mental space right now because I'm operating the assumption that this is going to be like yeah, I have. I need to.
Angantir, are you looking to like play video games on your own or with a lot of people? Because if you are looking for like a more versatile thing, the Switch is the best. Like, but I would say that it's a waste of money if you're not going to use it with other people, because like it's a really good system for like joint game playing. But
Thanks, Winston's mom. Sorry.
that's okay. But if you're going to just like be playing by yourself, then I don't know if it's worth it.
Rachel, let's do you now.
Okay.
Rachel's masculine
Masculine
self.
self.
Oh, this popped right out.
Yeah. Yo, same person.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We both got the same thing for Rachel's masculine self. I was thinking when I pulled this one, I thought, that's totally her. It's kind of flirty, kind of, I'm going to make things clear. Yeah, this is me. And it's her kind of ESTP imitation. Her ESTP manifesting self when her SE is active.
Yeah, you're right. Oh,
that's so cool.
It is so cool. Okay.
All right. Now.
Yeah, it's good for Soul too, honestly, the Switch. I highly recommend the Switch. When I play it, I wanted one for myself, actually. It's a good system.
Okay, now let's talk about your womanly self. Your inner vag. There, that popped right out too.
Okay.
Oh. What did you get?
It came out first. Oh no.
5 of Cups. And Spirit Child. So part of your womanly self is crying over spilled milk.
Yeah.
But the other part is saying, you know what, fuck it. That's basically
Yep.
All right, that makes sense. Now let's do Rachel's demonic self. Let's find out her demonic self. I'm going to wait for the demon to really stand out to me. This one. Ooh. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Strength. And so in other words, patience, I guess, right, is a weak spot, maybe.
Patience and having that, because strength can be kind of stubborn too. You're lifting that rock and you want it to be like. Ah.
Well, I think it's very interesting the way that this makes clear the difference between masculine self and demonic self. For when Rachel's being lightning, things are not good.
No.
When I'm being lightning, I'm just being an appropriate man. And so that's why it makes more sense. It makes sense. And then this other one is that ultimately, probably this is what gives out when she goes to this.
Yep. You got it.
And then now let's do your angelic self.
So, I don't like when stuff is obviously being tampered with.
Well, it's in flux too. It's like they're in the middle of making some changes and then adjusting and shit like that. You can sort of see it happening. All right, Rachel's angel self. Ooh, that one popped right out. I would just say the whole deck, everything about her is angelic. 9 of Pentacles is one that popped out for your angelic self. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. So you handle success well. That's good.
Yeah,
I think that's what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're handling success very well. And what's the 9 of Pentacles? Independence, yeah. It's like you are angelic when you're afforded this opportunity. Listen, I want to sit by the window and look at those flowers and drink my tea.
Yep.
Okay. And I don't have a good reason why I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should be more productive, but fuck off. When Rachel's allowed to be that person, then she's happy and successful
Yeah.
and angelic
It's a good
and her
read.
perfect, precious angel self. Whereas when she's forced into this, she becomes the devil. Don't force Rachel into that.
What was your demonic self?
Oh, keeping track of shit.
Oh.
Organizing my stuff.
Oh, yeah. Why is mine so much more epic? Well, you got the...
Because you got a little bit more epic of a demon in you than I did, frankly, darling. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, look, your demon self is a little bit more epic than mine.
Yeah.
You got a more colorful story, let's say. There's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. I love the fact that you've got this kind of colorful aspect to you that works narratively in so many ways. I just like it.
Thanks, baby.
All right, let's do the same thing for Angantyr, shall we? Let's find out about Angantyr. Why? My sweetness. My sweet, delightful bucket of delight.
I love you. I love you so much.
I love you so much, my beautiful, precious angel pants. Okay, Angantyr, listen. It is time now for you to find out about your masculine self.
Should I take one from here too?
Yes, let's do the same thing. Masculine self. I like this double pull. Angantyr's masculine self is... Ooh, 7 swords. 7 swords. That's a bad
7
one.
swords.
That's what I got for him. 8 swords. Angantyr, you are stressed out about your inner manhood. Listen, I want you to relax. Remember, at the end of the day, you're most manly when you're playing the harp. Okay? Remember that. Now let's do Angantyr's feminine self. His inner woman. And there it is. This one. Okay, Angantyr's inner woman is an established finance tycoon. The inner woman's a tycoon, independent, wealthy. Very similar cards here.
You're pretty.
These are very similar. You're very confident and comfortable in your womanhood.
Mm-hmm.
Your womanhood is very practical too. It's pentacles-y. It's money-based. You're like Eartha Kitt, who sings that song. She wants a millionaire. You know.
It's nice.
You've got a very fancy and elegant female inside of you, Angantyr. Now, let's find out your demon self. When Angantyr's getting nasty, what's going down? Let's find out. 4 pence. Spirit child. Okay, so 4 pentacles is carrying too many things at once.
Yeah.
And Spirit Child is like, fuck it. So basically, Angantyr, yeah, I do. And I want to have that conversation with you. But like I've indicated before, like this tomorrow, I have a doctor's appointment, and after that, I'm going to get a bottle of Adderall. I've been spending this week in reflection or so. Give me a few more days, you know. I'll get the bottle probably on Friday or something, and I'm spending this off time enjoying my time with Rachel, reflecting on what we ought to do and what I ought to prioritize. And you know, it's like last night I was really enjoying playing the guitar on a live stream, and it made me think, I know, I'm aware of this. And they're also aware that the country's on fucking lockdown now. So things have gotten a little bit different, right? You got to factor in some new variables here. I'm aware of the timetables. The thing is, I'm not going to make a big, huge splash before the conventions, probably. I'm going to have to make some sort of, but that's something I'm reflecting on. you know, it's not by April 1st. I'll be ready to go. You know, I'm taking
You've
the
been
rest of March.
saying that.
I'm taking the rest of March off basically, and I've been saying essentially that for quite a while now. That this is my timetable. So you just gotta have to chill for a little bit. Okay, well, I want to talk to you about it, but you're gonna have to chill for a little bit. Okay? Right now I'm still playing. I'm aware that the amount of time I have left to play is dwindling dramatically. You know, that it's important that I make a decision one way or the other as to exactly what I'm going to do and then pursue it full blast. Because I've got enough clear possible courses of action I could pursue that it's just a matter of, am I going to devote my attention to one of them or not? And I have to make some clear decisions and stuff. But you're going to have to give me the rest of March, and it's just all there is to it. So now, the next one we have here, Engantier, is for your angel self. Angel tier, they call it.
Oh, angel tier.
There it is. Oh, 2 of them.
Ooh.
You've got Page of Wands and 9 of Sticks. Plus, Healing Dormant, Rest, Delay. So, it's a lot of angel.
Yeah.
It's basically saying your sticks divide in 2, but your swords are just, when you're angelic, you're just being like, no, I ain't gonna stab nobody. I'm just gonna lie here next to my swords. I'm gonna touch my swords. I'm gonna feel the hilt. I'm gonna sheathe them in a scabbard. It's gonna be good. That's your angel self. The swords. With sticks, though, it's a little more complicated. Page of Sticks is youthfulish stickness.
Yep.
So
Youthful, like new ideas.
New ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I know. Why don't we build this pyramid over here? Look, I made this scale model to the left of me. Check it out. And then what's the 9 of Sticks?
9 of Sticks is stress. It's like doubt. Remember?
Okay, so it's like you do well in the face of doubt. You can go, hey, you doubt my new idea? I don't doubt it. Okay, I'm Engantier. I know my idea is beautiful, like me.
I didn't realize it was drinking your soda.
Baby, you can drink whatever you want. My Mia is your Mia. Of course, my precious wonder bucket. Everybody should be so fortunate as to be in a happy relationship like me and Rachel.
Yes.
It may seem really gaff and ridiculous, and I agree it is, but it's so much a matter of quantitatively different from wrong relationships,
Mm-hmm.
It's not just better by degree, it's better by quality, by measure. Hambone. This is your card.
Judgment.
This is your card for you. This is you. You're being a little judgy. You're being a little judgy about my presidential run, okay? I'm feeling a little bit judged. That's why you get this card. So, Rachel, let's pull we're going to do a rare future poll. Let's do a poll for past, present, and future of Talking with Famous People. Okay. Past. Past. Oh, this one. What's past is this period now. This period's over. I'm not lying. I'm not resting any longer. What's past is just hanging out, I guess, and having fun with colored lights.
Yeah, party time.
Party time's over, okay? I'm serious now. That's past. You see, Hambone? You see how you were jumping the gun there? Because that's all past now. Okay, that's past. Now we're going to do the present of Talking with Famous People. This includes all the Talking with Famous People channels, not just the main channel, but this channel, obviously, which is now the main channel. Present. Okay, so we've got bonuses, some gains. We've got King of Wands, which I'd say that means, okay, I'm prioritizing practical matters now. I'm switching over to a channel that maybe has a chance, right? Okay. And general future. That's a pretty good feature.
Yep.
Emperor and King of Swords. You gotta like that.
Yep.
All right, looking good. Looking good. Thanks, Taro.
Indeed.
Thanks, Slabs, for your guidance.
Thanks, and slabs. Do.
Venus semi-square Chiron 23 and 24th March. Love cannot be forced. This is not a commitment-friendly transit, as we may feel alienated for no apparent reason and unwilling to give of ourselves. Huh.
I do know about Chiron, Winston's mom. I have my Chiron in Gemini. Ooh,
That just popped out.
that's cool.
This is what the tarot thinks about Rachel's Chiron.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
We have nice Chiron aspects.
And you know it's about Rachel's Chiron because this is her little card that she identifies with too.
Aww.
The Fool.
Wow, it's the end and the beginning.
There you go. Alpha and Omega.
Thanks, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make that up.
Check out my Chiron. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, don't worry. I'm just checking on your Chiron. I want to see what house your Chiron's in. It's hanging to the left, okay? Gee.
Does it tickle?
Check my Chiron?
Yeah.
Is it going to sting? Will it tickle or sting me to check my Chiron? I'm not sure. I'm going to check your Chiron.
I think I have a yod to my Chiron too. Like
You have a yacht in your Chiron?
yeah.
What does it mean to say you have a yacht in your Chiron?
There's planets in my chart that when form like a
Bow and arrow?
bow and arrow, yeah. And the arrow point is the thing that's supposed to be worked on. Like you're supposed to use that energy.
That's called a yod?
Yeah.
What does it stand for, yod? Your obvious direction or your...
I don't know.
Does it stand for something? Or
it does stand for something. It has a definition. I don't know what it is though. It was never
Where are my yods?
You might not have one.
I have yods. Everybody has yods, I'm sure.
No, not everyone does. Some people have cradles. Some people have trines. A grand trine, it forms a triangle. Most people have yods, an area where nothing else has aspects to it. That sort of thing, or maybe a lot of aspects to it, but not everyone has one. I didn't like reading about it because.
If you have multiple yods, can they add up to a trine?
That's a good question.
I want to know what the math between these various symbols is. Is it take the square root of a yod and you get the trine?
Possibly.
Who knows?
Host Eric's Lilith in Virgo, he may have felt uncomfortable or wrong for paying special attention to the practical side of life, attention to details, organization, and routines.
That's my yod?
No. Host Eric has a grand trine in blue with an envelope and quite a well-balanced wheel of geometry, yeah.
What's an envelope?
Oh, I don't know. I stopped a lot of this stuff.
Mom, what does it mean to say I have an envelope? Like the mail thing?
the planet gods come to your envelope and they put things in it. I have a yod and I think a rectangle.
What are the bad shapes? Yods and rectangles?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like you do a 1X play called 6 yachts in a rectangle.
That'd be great. No astrologer likes me.
I was born on the shitty side. I got 6 yachts in a rectangle. It's like I walk in the hail a taxi, a truck hits me. It's like it's a bunch of Eeyore shit, and people gradually trickle out during the course of the play. And then this other shit happened to me. Can you believe it? I finally had something good going on. And then my 1X play closed after one show.
Oh.
This wild red X in the very middle, huh? That's where you got to dig for treasure.
It'll come out.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's the opposite of a yod. Yod is an area where you gotta to dig to fix it, but a red X, that's where the treasure is.
Can my yod go into your X?
Yeah, you can put your yod in my X if you want. Sure.
There you go.
We could scissor. We could have your yod scissor my X. Or my envelope.
Good. True. Maybe both.
We could try stuffing your yods into my envelope and mailing them somewhere.
Yeah. It'll make the yod feel better.
Well, it'll probably relieve you of a lot of things to work on. Right, see? It's a brilliant idea. We are right now really in...
Yeah, I don't want to work on too much stuff, you know?
Yeah, we're in a period of a winning, lucky wish card plentifulness, really, frankly. Rachel and I. Not the world in general. Where did I drop my Chiron? I don't know where I left my Chiron. I'm not sure. I'm not what you'd call very Chiron mindful. I'm kind of careless with my Chiron. But you know, I do try to keep my genitals with me at all times, and I've asked Rachel to keep her breasts and genitals with her at all times.
Yeah, we really did have this conversation.
Mm-hmm. We did, because we're that gaff.
Yeah. It's like pretty.
Yeah, I would not want to watch us if I had to like watch a film of us interacting in the car or something. Just be like, oh God, no, oh, these people are so gaff. Well, yeah, I got the detachable model, but Rachel and I are both in agreement we're going to just leave it attached the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just better that way.
It is. It's so much more convenient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a grand trine in blue with an envelope.
You remember when we got that reading? Well, I got that reading from this woman, and she said that you were like this, like big time person, and I was the little engine that could.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Does this look like that to you? Is this how that would look? Oh, head push.
Head push indeed.
Oh, my head push. Live gaffery. Live on the internet. And that's the sort of head push gaffery that we engage in.
Yeah.
He may have felt uncomfortable or wrong for paying special attention to the practical side of life, attention to detail, organization, and routine. I didn't feel wrong. I just didn't like it. I just never have liked that. It's always been just like, like keep track of shit, check my email, and yeah. Right now I got enough. I got the right amount of stuff to keep track of. It's like I gotta remember that I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I gotta remember that I got typing tonight. I gotta remember to check periodic. See, I don't even have to remember to check my phone for work because if I don't respond, my clients call Rachel.
Yep. Kind on his life? No.
Virgo on house 8, small inheritances, happy old age, natural death likely. He may worry, plan ahead regarding old age. Me, I worry a little bit. I have something of a plan, I guess. Yeah.
That's good.
So anyway, I think let's wrap this up. And I got to type in 45 minutes. That'll give me a chance to sort of chill for a minute with my Rachel Babachel.
Eric Boberic.
And, then I'll do that typing at 6 o'clock. Here's one last card for the road for everybody. Pew. I don't know. We'll find out when I start it. It's Journey into the Unknown.
Pretty appropriate.
Mm-hmm. It's a journey into the unknown. You know just as much about how it's going to work as I do. Nothing. The end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to consumo demasiado queso.